Look at that. One more time. Some kind of pretty. You know how I love hiking, and this Elkin area is just loaded with places to hike and just all kinds of bike trails and everything. Now here at the campground at Byrds Branch, one of the nice things that I like staying about here is just right up the road here is a great little hiking trail. It's about a mile-ish, I'm told, and it goes down to a river area. And there was a power plant that was down there a long time ago, and it's been demolished, but there's still a lot of falls and things like that. So I'm going to go down there and see if we can get some pretty shots. And I think they said it was roughly about a mile, I think. And you can see the campground off to the back. So it's just right up here at the top of the hill. Take us a nice little stroll up there. A little cloudy today. Rain will be here for a day or so. And as soon as we get some pretty sunshine, then we're going to go out and do some more stuff. But I'm going to get this hike in today before the rains come in. This is going to be cool. A couple things I'll show you here before, you know, as you walk up. This, I guess, is Byrds Branch. There's the campground over there. You've already seen the review of this really, really nice little campground. Pretty branch. And you see coming right out of the right out of the campground. We're just walking right up the hill here. See the stop sign up there? That's the trail beginning, so yay, fun day. So we just came from down there at the bottom of the hill. Good little start to your hike. And here we go. We can see what this area is called. Plenty of parking here if you even if you're not staying at Byrds Branch and you want to enjoy coming here. All kinds of parking. Looks like I've got two trails here. How interesting. It may be a loop. I see one called the Powerhouse Trails, the lower falls. And then I see this one called Carter Falls Trailhead. Now I'll share with you why I'm thinking about this one first. Injury or death associated with rocks and cliffs. That's usually a sign that these are good waterfalls. So I think we'll tackle this one first. Second day of March. So not a lot of stuff on the trees yet. Still pretty. Here's my mountain laurel. Look at all the pretty moss. Oh, this, I bet is gorgeous in the spring and the summer. I would say trail difficulty, very moderate, at least so far. It's just packed dirt and leaves and stuff like that that's in the area. Now, I'm pushing it, so yeah, you'll hear me panting a little bit. I'm just getting me a good brisk walk in. But it's not hard, at least so far. Haven't seen any elevations or anything yet. That shows you what the trail's looking like again. Very wooded. I'm starting to hear something off in the distance, so we may be getting close to water. One of the things I'll notice is that there's not much markings on the trail, and I'm hoping I'm following this right. Once in a while you'll see something on a tree like that, so fingers are crossed, and I hear noise, so chances are this must be pretty substantial down here, because I'm seeing those signs several times. Oh, I can see them here. You can see it off in the distance. And you can really hear it. Now, here's the good thing. We've had a lot of rain over the last week or so. And I am imagining these things are going to really be bubbling. And, oh, these are going to be pretty. Bingo. All right. I see a path that'll get us closer to the rocks without getting on them. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this. Would you? Isn't this pretty? Okay. Here we go. I'm not going to go too far here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That is some kind of pretty. It's saying stay on the marked trails. And I see a good bit of walking and path work that's gone down this way. And we'll ease down here and see what else we can see. Then there's some more falls down there at the bottom that we can take advantage of. But look at this. Look at that. That is pretty. I hope I can get to the bottom down here and get some other shots. I gotta share with you, this makes Jerry happy. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And we're going to continue the trail. This is a loop. I think they said it was a 1 mile-ish loop. And I think back in the early 1900s, this was used for power generation for the small community. And there's remnants of that power generation down here, and that might offer some nice pictures and interesting video. Trail's great, not too rocky. A path here to where I can get to the base of the falls. Yes, I can. It's going to be a little steep here. Ooh, mercy. I'll keep the camera running. I want to I'll show you what this looks like going down. I'm going to be careful. Hopefully this won't be a YouTube event. It's pretty steep. And I don't have any walking sticks either, so I don't think going down is going to be the problem. It's going to be the going back up. It's going to be worth it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be worth it. Oh wow. I guess this is really Carter's Falls. Look at this. Look at that. One more time. Some kind of pretty. And then you can see how this flows on down, settles a bit, flows down in that way. We're going now to what they call the Powerhouse Trail. Glad for some flat path here. Well, this is a little interesting. Let's see what we've got up here. Oh, I guess that's coming in directly from the trail there. There's like a Carter's Fall entrance and then a Powerhouse entrance. And I imagine this is coming from the Powerhouse entrance, going back up to the parking lot. And I'm going to guess the trail continues maybe in this direction. We'll see. Can't quite tell. There's a marker. Have to do a little bit of acrobatics here. Now here's the interesting thing. I'll show you some of this as we go down the line. I talked with an individual about this. You can see remnants of these old wooden trestles and those types of things. And there was a wooden slough that went up above the falls where we just left. And that water, ooh, that was close. That water was used to, come to the falls. No way. There's got to be another path. This is not. This isn't it. All right. Let's go back and try that walkway. We'll find a way. If I'd have been studious enough, I could have probably found out that there was a website for this. If I find it, I will put it in the notes. And, well, why follow that? That takes the adventure out, right? This gives a interesting view from this elevation. With the falls out in the distance. More elements here that I am guessing are from the old power generation that you can see along the way. I'm thinking this may be our way back out here. The path goes up that way. We'll continue this. You can see all kinds of remnants here. You can see, you know, these masonry and concrete stoneworks and large steel bindings and like these concrete pillars for the old wooden slough that used to come down through here, the pipeline for the old power generation. And then you come up here. Isn't that pretty? That is really something. Look at that. Now we'll see if we can find us a path to get a little closer down to the water. It's kind of interesting. So I would imagine I am probably standing on probably where the old power generation turbines were probably. And you can see, I'll get a little closer down there. You can see some other little small falls. I'm not sure how far out in that I can get for pictures. We'll give it a shot though. But you can see remnants of where this pipes and things are at. Looks like the path goes down this way. That's pretty neat, isn't it? It's pretty. Look up through there. And I'll show you where I just came from. Again, you can see a good bit of rock and concrete structure up around that tree. And I guess this was the old powerhouse, best I can tell. It's quite loud, but it is pretty. Look at that. So coming down from the falls and continuing down the river, you can see where the old powerhouse existed. Again, this is pretty old structure here. Maybe, I think they said something like 70, 80, maybe 90 years old, something like that. All made with river rock. Part of the waterfall over there in the area. Old structure. Oh, a totally different era, wasn't it? Look at that. Well, I've tried not to be too noisy, but you can see down in this area here where the see this? Can you see where the deer's been coming down here to the water? There's our deer tracks all over the place. So we're coming up from the old powerhouse foundation. You can probably still hear the water from the smaller falls down in the back. That was interesting. The Carter Falls a little further up were beautiful. And just seeing, you know, the old ruins from the powerhouses. I don't know, I like to see old stuff like that, even though there wasn't much left around any longer. And then the small little falls right there. I would call this trail moderate, not too rocky. A few inclines, enough to get the heart rate up a little bit. I'll show you. This is the most uphill I've seen yet. I am also guessing that that's probably private farmland over there. Looks like grazing land. I see an old barn. The countryside here in Yadkin County is really pretty. I'll try to get some more video as we go on our wine tours. Oh, look. Look at that. Daffodils have popped. March 2. Night before last it was 25 degrees. Spring is on the horizon. Look at that. Some kind of an outbuilding that has seen better days. Not quite sure what that is. It's old. Look at that. I'll be careful. I don't know what this is. Won't be here much longer, unfortunately. We're coming pretty close to the end of the trail here. You can see the old service road as it continued down to the powerhouse, and then as we walk up this way, you can kind of look off in the distance, see how wide this is. Imagine that's where it went up to the main road, but our trail goes this way. I imagine we are getting close to the end of our trek. How fun was that? Yep, I see a marker for the trail. Well, at the end of the trail, starting to hear cars. You know, what a treat. Byrds Branch Campground, 5 minutes down the hill there. And then you've got this treat of this beautiful nature walk going down to our Carter Falls and seeing those beautiful falls. They were pretty, weren't they? And then just another little trek over, not, you know, maybe another 10-15 minute walk. You get to see the remnants of the old Powerhouse from back in the early 1900s. Wasn't that pretty? It was so nice, even though, you know, we're not seeing, you know, the pretty flowers yet. We still saw the daffodils were popping up, just giving us a hint that spring's right around the corner. Gosh, what a treat. I love this. I really do. I love RV life too.